Amazing Spider-Man #1. I enjoyed this issue. I thought it was pretty solid. It was nice to be able to read some of that comedic dialogue that was missing from the Superior Spider-Man. And Peter's been gone for a pretty long time. I haven't been able to read any Peter Parker comics since late 2012. That's when Peter was taken out of Amazing Spider-Man 700 and Doc Ock took over for the Superior Spider-Man. And before that, in mid-2011, that's when Ultimate Peter Parker died. So I haven't been able to get my Peter Parker fix in either comic book series for over a year now. So it's great to have Peter back, and I kind of didn't realize how much I missed him. Not a whole lot happened in this issue. It begins with this tease that the spider that bit Peter and gave him his powers bit a girl who was nearby before it died. So there's potentially this person running around there who we haven't seen yet with the same powers as Peter Parker, which is going to be interesting. I thought this issue was going to take that and run with it, get us into this story arc, but I don't think that there was anything in this story that dealt with that. And so I was a little bit disappointed in that. At one point we saw this shadowy figure of a woman on a rooftop watching Spider-Man as he swung, so I thought maybe that could be our mystery woman, but it turns out that that was the Black Cat, so nothing really going there, but it's definitely going to be interesting to see when this comes into play and how it plays out. It will be fun to see how Peter deals with everything that has changed in his life in the time that Doc Ock had control over his body. Peter's awkwardness it makes him a fun character to put in a situation like this, where he's in a lot of very strange, awkward situations and has to play it off, like the stuff where people know certain things that Peter should know, but he doesn't know them, and he has to kind of pretend like, oh yeah, that thing that we did a month ago when I was totally here and talking to you. So Peter's a fun character to put into this situation. I'm looking forward to that. I enjoyed seeing Peter at Horizon Labs, being able to do science and express his talents that way. So I think Parker Industries is a cool way to keep him moving forward. And he's almost 30 at this point, so it's nice that he's kind of growing up a little bit and his life is advancing and he's not still just scrounging by taking pictures of himself and selling them to the Daily Bugle. I mean, that's always going to be the classic Peter Parker occupation, but it is nice to see him doing something more with his abilities and living up to his potential. The situation with Peter dating Anna Maria, this woman who he doesn't know, is definitely going to be fun to see play out. I think she's a nice character, so I wonder if there's any potential for Peter to fall for her. And of course it's complicated since she loves Doc Ock, who was in his body, and she thinks she loves Peter, but she really doesn't, so that's definitely going to be interesting to see it play out. And of course, I mean, with her finding out that Peter's Spider-Man and her working at Parker Industries, it seems like she's going to be a major player for a while. So after the main issue was done, we got a lot of little short stories that gave us little teases of things to come with other characters and villains from the story. We got Electro, Black Cat, some conflicts there that are definitely going to play out pretty soon, and Peter found out what was going on with Kane in Houston, which was nice. I was a big fan of the Scarlet Spider series, so it was nice to have that revisited. And this super obsessed fan of Spider-Man from Peter's early days. So that's continued in Amazing Spider-Man 1.1, which I read, and it was pretty decent. So I'm wondering how this character is going to turn out, and if he continues to play a role in the modern world as well as Peter's past. Now that Peter is back, and we've seen Kane and Flash Thompson grow in their own series, I'm hoping that we get to see him interact with them pretty soon. I'd also really like to see Peter and Flash find out each other's secrets, because they've had Flash's Venom for a while now, and they had a little bit of interaction between Peter and Flash, but nothing that deep. So I think with these two characters who have so much history, it'd be nice to deepen their friendship by having them serve as a support system for each other and be friends in real life and allies in the superhero world. I think having such similar experiences, it'd be cool to have Flash become a more important presence in the world of Spider-Man. Even if he doesn't stay in New York, Flash is a very close friend. I think it'd be nice to further that. Well, that's all I've got for this video. Please let me know what you thought of this issue, and thank you very much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please like, comment, subscribe, and tune in next time.